I spent years trying to lose weight and failing because I didn't understand the importance of low-calorie, high-volume foods and protein for weight loss. So every time I would start a diet, I would make my food intake really small, cut out all carbs, eat barely any protein, to the point where I was just eating a little bit of veggies, a little fruit, a little bit of yogurt, and a couple other things every day. And I was so hungry all the time. And eventually, all heck would break loose, and it would reinforce my biggest fear, which was, if I try to lose weight, I'm gonna be hungry all the time. Eventually, I realized it is normal to be a little bit hungry when you're trying to lose weight, but there are some types of foods that will actually help you if you include them a lot in your diet, like low-calorie, high-volume foods and proteins. So I just got back from grocery shopping. I'm gonna show you all the staples that I buy that help me feel as full as I possibly could so that I could stay on track for the first time in my life and lose 130 pounds, and I've kept it off for 10 years, honey. Whoa. Everything that you see is gonna be from Costco and Walmart. I just got back from Costco, so I'm gonna show all of that first, then go to Walmart and show you the Walmart. So, I'm gonna start with the fruit. We always get several bags of fruit. I've got the Kirkland Signature whole strawberries, a bag of the 3-berry blend. It's got raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries, and then the whole blueberries. We love frozen fruit. It's a huge staple because we use it every day for lunches and as the base in our protein ice cream. And berries are a really good example of a low-calorie, high-volume food, especially strawberries, because look at this. For 1¼ cups, it's only 50 calories. So I can eat a ton of strawberries, feel like I'm eating a lot of food, feel as full as I possibly can, and stay in a calorie deficit so that I can meet all my weight loss goals. Right now, I'm trying to lose fat and get as lean as I possibly can, so adding volume through something like this is really helpful. Next, 2 cartons of egg whites, and we use these in our breakfast and our protein ice cream, so pretty much every day. And I love egg whites because they add creaminess to like my protein ice cream and my oatmeal and protein while keeping the calories pretty low. And friends, if you want to know more of exactly what I ate and did to lose my weight, keep it off, and get in the best shape of my life.
Whoa.
Wow. I love when he says that. I have 4 weight loss e-books. You can buy all 4 separately and use code Nicole to save yourself 10% off, or you can buy all 4 in my everything bundle for a cheaper price, and then use code Nicole to save yourself 10% off the already cheaper price for a double savings. The link's down below if you want to check it out. And if you're looking for a baller protein powder, I got you covered. This is HTLT Steps Casein and Whey protein powder in the maple cookie flavor. This is such an amazing flavor. It's perfect for fall, and it's really versatile. We love putting it in our Greek yogurt bowls and our protein ice cream. It makes plain Greek yogurt taste like the most amazing thing you will ever eat. And protein is really great for weight loss because it lowers your hunger hormone ghrelin and it helps you feel fuller longer. And why that's important is because, like I said, it's normal to be hungry when you're eating in a calorie deficit to lose weight. Code Nicole will save you 15% off, and the link is down below. Then we got this, a big case of bubbly. We love carbonated drinks, and this one has mango, blackberry, and cherry flavors, and there are all the flavors there. Carbonated drinks are great belly fillers. We like having a bubbly in between meals and after dinner, and before our bedtime snack, there's about 4 hours where there's no meal, and we use one of those, we sip on it, and it makes us feel like we're full and tides us over until we can actually eat again. Then we got a rotisserie chicken. This is literally the best thing at Costco. It's super cheap, and it's only 150 calories for 100 grams, and it's got such a great amount of protein. 21 grams of protein, and because Kyle and I shred this and we portion it out, it lasts us such a long time, and it's so versatile. Great amount of protein to keep us full, and we make so many meals out of it. Wraps and salads and pizza and casseroles, like you name it. And we're gonna be doing something really cool with this for a meal prep. So stay tuned, because I've got a really cool comfort food for fat loss meal prep coming. And there's gonna be other things that are involved in that in this video. So keep your eyes peeled. We got some, these are free run eggs. They're 24 large ones. We usually get a 30 pack, but they were out. So we went with these instead, and we eat those for breakfast every day. And eggs are actually really great because they have the yolk in them, and that yolk has a great amount of healthy fat, where the fat combined with the protein in the egg white really does help keep you full. And then we got cucumbers, 3 pack. You know what? Half a cup is only 8 calories.
Whoa.
So when I'm meal planning, what I do is if I have only a few calories left, I will add cucumber to whatever meal, to all of our meals, because you add bulk, and bulk means you're just adding volume so that it feels like I'm eating a ton of food for very little calories. And you know what else these are good for?
I could guess.
You're new. If you're new, you're gonna be so grateful that you're waiting for this moment, because these are great for Freddy fingers. Ready? Nightmare on Elm Street, bud. They're ripping. Ooh. See how cool that is? The Kirkland smoked Black Forest ham. Love that it comes in a 2-pack. We always cut this down the middle, freeze one and then use one, and it freezes and thaws really well. This is the best, highest protein deli meat ham that we've ever found. 2 slices is 12 grams of protein, which is amazing. And we use this for breakfast, on our pizza, for lunches. Is this? Gotta find the front for you. And then we got the Kirkland almond milk, and this is the vanilla flavored one. The funny thing is, I thought they changed the box. They just made the unsweetened a lot smaller than it used to be, but it is unsweetened. We like almond milk because 1 cup is only 30 calories. So again, you're adding volume without adding a ton of calories.
It's got a great flavor too, actually.
Yes, it does. And the funny thing is, when we're out of our favorite protein milk, which I'll show you when we get back from Walmart, when we're out of that, we'll have this even on cheat day, and it's super good in cereal. It's delicious. Liquids are really great because they fill your belly up and trick it into thinking that it's full a lot quicker and longer. I did so many Freddy fingers, I'm out of breath. And then we got the Kirkland signature shredded Tex-Mex cheese. We love getting the Tex-Mex cheese because it adds a flavor, and when you're eating lower calorie, flavor is really important when you're dieting because it makes you feel more satisfied. So we always get the Tex-Mex because it just makes everything taste better. And at Costco, it lasts a really long time. And cheese is actually a really good source of protein, and it's really satisfying when you get like the full fat version. And I saved the best for last, buddy. These are Game Changer Express right here. So you've probably seen us show these on our channel multiple times because we love them. So we got 2 boxes. These are the Nutrell fudge bars. You get 14 of them, and this is like, these are so good. They're so fudgy and so chocolatey. You would never guess that they're only 90 calories a bar. And I have to show you this because it's so amazing. So they're only 90 calories per bar. They have 3 grams of protein per bar and 5 grams of fiber. So the fiber combined with the protein makes them so filling. And because they're really fudgy and they taste like a real fudgesicle, like you would think they were hundreds of calories, how good they are. They're satisfying and filling. And Kyle and I have big appetites, which is why it's important for us to eat like low calorie, high volume food. And we only need 2 or 3 of these. And then we're like, we're good. We don't need any more because that's how satisfying and good they are. So that is everything from Costco. We're gonna go like this in a flash of editing. We'll be back and show you what we got at Walmart, honey.
You give the snap of the fingers and the magic will happen.
Are you ready? I ate the fudgesicles and I left the cucumber wrapper on the floor and I forgot and we went to Walmart and I just noticed that I left it there. Whoops. All right, let's unload what we got from Walmart. Got some juicy items to show you, bud. Watch this. All right, so let's start with this Fairlife, 2 of them. This is 0% protein milk. It is our favorite. This is what I love about protein milk. It's got 14 grams of protein and only 80 calories per cup if you choose the 0%. This is such a great sneaky way to get more protein in everything. I put it in my oatmeal with egg whites to replace some of the water, and it increases the protein without adding a ton of calories. In baked goods, I put this in regular cereal to bump up the protein. And when you add protein with the protein milk, you're making your meal more filling. So whatever regular milk goes in, I use this instead. This is the genius thing. I wish this existed when we first started losing weight. Okay, then we got some peaches. 2 of the Great Value sliced peaches, and this is the same as the frozen fruit from Costco. We use it in our frozen, we use it in our protein ice cream. Also, I love topping oatmeal, protein pancakes with it, Greek yogurt bowls. Then we got 2 bags of the country style hash browns. And this is so sad because potatoes, they're put down and underrated for weight loss. Often people will say potatoes are terrible for weight loss. My opinion, they're one of the best foods in any form. They're one of the best foods for weight loss. Why? They're low calorie, they're super filling, they're super tasty, and they're cheap, so you can lose weight on a budget. And look at how amazing this is. 3/4 of a cup is 100 calories. That is a lot of potato for a great calorie, and this is going for that meal prep, so you're gonna wanna know what we're making because it's gonna be delicious. Then this is also going in the meal prep. This is the Great Value mixed veggies. We like this one because it's got carrots, green beans, corn, peas, and as we get older, veggies, a lot of veggies don't agree with us, but these veggies are gentle on our stomach, and veggies are really low calorie, so it's 50 calories for a serving, and I think it's half a cup. Yeah, so that's a great way to add volume to a meal. And then we got the chocolate sundae syrup. This is my favorite chocolate sundae syrup. And I literally, if you guys have watched for a while, you know, I use this like Frank's Red Hot. I put this beep on everything. Oatmeal, pancakes, yogurt bowls, anything that chocolate sauce will go on, I put it on. Not cucumbers. It's probably gross, but everything else. And I just do a teaspoon, so even though it's a regular, it's not a low calorie version, because I portion it out, it doesn't make a difference in my diet. I stay within my calories. Then we got 2 of the Orville Redenbacher, 80% less fat Smart Pops. This should be at the top of the list of everybody's low calorie, like high volume foods. It's full of fiber, really low calorie, and super filling. So one bag, which is about 13 cups popped, that's a ton of popcorn. It makes a massive bowl. It's only 240 calories. It's got 8 grams of fiber and 7 grams of protein. The protein fiber combo, it's so filling. Kyle and I eat this for a snack every single night, and it takes us a really long time to eat. And by the time we're done, we don't need to eat anything else. We're full. And we used to have a major problem with late night eating, and this really helped solve it because it gives you something low calorie and tasty to eat, and it really keeps you full, so you don't feel the need to keep eating after. And then what we like to put on it is the Colonel's seasoning. We have a bunch of flavors, but we were running low on the Canadian cheddar, and we pretty much use the Canadian cheddar with a bunch of other seasonings to make a bunch of combos. So this is a staple flavor. Then we've got some low-fat cream of chicken, the Campbell's. We have 3 cans. This is really great in casseroles, and this is gonna be going in the meal prep. And the low-calorie version I love because it saves a lot of calories, but still allows you to use the cream of chicken to get that nice flavor. Then we got 2 pasta sauces. This is the garlic and herb. We show this pretty much in every grocery haul because we literally buy it every week. This is the cheapest sauce, and it's really tasty. And we make low calorie pizza all the time, and we use pasta sauce instead of pizza sauce because it's way cheaper. And then it's versatile because if we're making some sort of pasta casserole or some sort of spaghetti, we also have sauce on hand for that too. Then we've got 3 bags of the plain English muffins, the great value ones. English muffins, again, a super budget friendly and low calorie food. And 130 calories and 5 grams of protein for one. And we love making pizzas with these. And these are so good if you make pizzas and air fry them. It literally tastes like, Kyle and I always say, this feels like we're eating takeout pizza. Like, that's how good it is when you air fry it and you use that Tex-Mex cheese that I showed you from Costco. And what I love, because this is such a low calorie crust, you can add a ton of low calorie toppings and it feels like you're eating a deluxe pizza from a fancy like takeout restaurant, and we love it. We eat it pretty much every night for dinner. And then we got oatmeal. This is another like staple that's been in our diet since the beginning. These are the great value quick oats, and they have fiber. What I love about oats is when you add the liquid to them and you cook them, they expand. So it pretty much, your serving doubles when you cook it with water. And like I said, I add some egg whites and I add some protein milk in place of some of the water. And so I'm adding protein and making an even more filling breakfast by doing that. And then we always have to have low calorie drinks, and we always need the carbonated ones, like I said earlier. We have a bunch on hand at all times because this helps us stay on track every single day. Our current favorites are the Crush Zero Sugar and the 7-Up Zero Sugar Grapefruit. This is so good. So we got 2 cases, and we already have 1 case of the Crush, but we needed another one. And then we are caffeine free, but we still like to have some sort of cola style pop in the morning. So instead of a coffee, we drink caffeine free Diet Pepsi. That's our coffee. And then, oh, I saved some cool stuff for last. So it's really important to make your diet really filling and really tasty for, you know, most of the time and be consistent with that. But it's also important to have treats too sometimes, not just low calorie versions, but regular. So we're gonna be having a cheat day in a week to celebrate my birthday, which is in a week. And so we bought a couple of things that were on sale. This wasn't on sale, but it's hard to find. So since Walmart had it, we picked it up. These are the Reese's Big Cups. These are Kyle and I's favorite.
If you're a Reese's fan and you haven't tried the big cup, you get everything that you would want, but more of it.
Yes, the chocolate is thicker and the peanut butter filling is thicker. And so there are 6 in here, and I can tell you right now, Kyle and I split this. He gets 3, I get 3, and it's the greatest like minute of our lives.
It's worth spending the time to open the individual packages, where me and Nicole don't want to get the regular ones because it's not even worth the time to open them. They're so small. The big cups are worth your time.
You got it. Yeah, they're so good. If you like peanut butter cups, you gotta try them. And then these are the McCain Super Fries, the jumbo crinkle cut. These are literally the best tasting fries that we've ever had. I'm a fry girl and Kyle loves them too. We have fries every cheat day and we've been getting these because they just taste so good and we just air fry them.
They're spicy, but they're not too spicy where you can't even enjoy the flavor.
Yeah, it's more like a little kick, but nothing like, cause we don't like super hot stuff, just a little bit of flavor and a kick.
These are the best frozen fries on the planet.
Yeah, if you can do a little bit of spicy, check them out because they are really
big too.
Yes, they're very thick.
Yeah.
Like see they're actually like pretty much that size on the bag. I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got some cool ideas for some belly-filling foods to help you make your weight loss journey a little easier. And I will catch you in the next video. See ya. Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give up.